I'm David Lombardino, Editor-in-Chief of DLA Editors and Proofers, here to talk to you today about how to write an outstanding personal statement. I want to talk specifically about the length of the personal statement and what I call the myth of the one-page personal statement. The question of length comes up in for a variety of programs. It could be either where programs allow up to a certain number of words, say 1,200, 1,500, 2,000 words. It also comes up in the question of applying for medical residency, where there is a rumor, or what I call a myth, that the personal statement needs to be just one page. And so I want to talk about each of those separately. I'll actually talk about the second one first, which is applications for medical residency. So why do I call it a myth, and why does the myth exist? So the myth exists about the personal statement needing to fit all on one page because there are a lot of bad personal statements out there. Program directors need to review many applications each year, hundreds, maybe even thousands. And they don't want to waste any time on something that is not worth their time. They don't want to spend any more time than they need to on reviewing an application. And so the reason that they want the personal statement to be just one page is because a lot of them are bad, a lot of them are not worth reading, so much so that they don't want it to take up any more than one page. They want to be able to look at it and move on. Now, does that mean that the best personal statement possible is going to fit on one page? No, generally not. Generally, what we've seen is that the most engaging personal statements are actually a little longer than one page. In our experience, and we've been doing this since 2008, we review over 1,000 personal statements every year. The best personal statements are going to be in the range of 650 to 750 words. And for medical residency specifically, they're going to be right around 750 words. Now, when you put that onto, when you're talking about pages in terms of 750 words, that's one full page plus around 3 to 4 lines on the second page, maybe 5 lines. And then you think to yourself, well, if all the programs talk about having it only on one page, is it even possible to match with a personal statement that goes over one page? Absolutely. Our clients do it all the time. The question is not, does your personal statement fit all on one page? The question is whether your personal statement is outstanding to read from point A to point B, from the beginning to the end. If your personal statement is well written, engaging, tells your particular story, don't worry about it. They're going to read from the beginning all the way to the end of the first page and onto the second page. They're going to want to know everything you've written. Of course, if your personal statement is bad or not engaging, they're not going to do that. And so I want to talk about what it means then to apply for medical fellowship and the word counts there. 750 is still a good word count, although depending on how specialized the fellowship is or how what I call small the program is, for example, cardiology would not fit into this category, then you may find that because of the specific nature of writing for the fellowship that you're not going to need to go up to 750 words. 650, maybe 675 is going to be a better target word count range for you. It's not because you couldn't write more, but it's just because when you're applying for fellowship, you want your focus to be pretty narrow. And so you're not going to need, a lot of times you're not going to be covering the same breadth of information that you would in a personal statement for medical residency. And so then I want to talk about finally the other point that I made, which is the flip side, which is where programs can take up to, say, 1,200, 1,500, or 2,000 words. And this question is going to come up more frequently in master's degrees, and not the common master's degrees, but again, more niche market, what I call niche market or niche programs, where they have specific guidelines and they say up to 1,200 words, up to 1,500 words, up to 1,800 words. And the candidates come to us and they say, well, we can take up to this number of words, so I want to use as many words as I can. Well, let me tell you from my experience that is a trap. Excuse me. There's no way that your personal statement is going to be at its most effective in that word count range. And the reason it's a trap is because the programs are giving you every opportunity to write more than you need to. But really, if you think about it, if there are two equally qualified candidates and two more or less equally good personal statements, and one personal statement uses 750 words and the other one uses 1,500, the 750 word one is going to be more attractive. It's going to be the one that's going to get the attention. And the reason is because You need to know what you're going to say, you need to say it, and you need to be done. Do not use any more words than you need to get your point across, and that's going to make your personal statement effective and engaging and going to get you the attention that you're looking for. I hope this has helped understand this question about the length of the personal statement and how long your personal statement should be. We offer a full range of personal statement services, from proofreading to revision and critique to consultation. Come check us out at www.dlaeditors.com.